Alright, and there we go. We should be live here momentarily for the NASCAR Xfinity Series start to the playoffs here in Bristol for the Food City. Alright, here we go. For the Food City 300. Also, it's Dale Jr.'s one and only stop on the calendar this season, so definitely a potential race that a lot of people, I'm sure, are going to be wanting to pay attention to. Obviously, Dale Jr., most popular driver in the sport. I don't even know how many years in a row. I mean, what was it, 17, 18 straight years of him being most popular driver? Nobody was able to beat him. So, yep, here we go. Alright, we're all set. They just got through the some of the opening ceremonies, and we are getting ready to roll. So there we go. Went and paused that. And real quick, we're just going to kind of talk about the starting lineup because not much to really go over here. Hey, Eric, how's it going? It's going pretty good over here. Howdy, Ryan. Who's... Okay. Is this meant to be a joke because I'm not very good at picking because whoever I pick always seems to have catastrophic issues, like last night when I picked Majeski to win it, and he had a flat tire under green flag conditions and had to try and somehow save it to the checkers. Because, yeah, my pick to win the race is going to be... We're going to go with John Hunter Nemechek winning this race here to start the playoffs off here. Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to say John Hunter Nemechek wins it. If you legitimately want to know who's not winning this race, let's say Brandon Jones, because he's my one guy I don't have a lot of confidence in finishing this race. So, alright. But, yeah, looking at the starting lineup, though, you have Cole Custer on the pole position. Josh Berry starting up in the top three. You've got John Hunter Nemechek starting third. Fourth is Chandler Smith. And starting fifth, driving the number 10 car. But next year, he'll be in Cup, driving that number 31 car. Daniel Hemrick takes up, announced earlier today that he will be driving that number 31 Cup car next year. Sammy Smith driving that number 18 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Ryan Sieg, really good qualifying effort for that family-owned team there for Ryan Sieg as he qualifies in the 7th position. I believe that might be a best on the season for him so far. Brandon Jones, 8th. 9th for Jeremy Clemens, and rounding out your top 10, Justin Allgaier, a driver who desperately needs something to go right for him. Alright, so here we go. Alright, well, welcome everybody to the live stream. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuning in so far, and of course, hopefully we can provide you guys with a good stream here. Let me just pull up my Creator Studio real quick, because we are only 6 subscribers away from 2,300 subscribers here on YouTube. Definitely looking like it could be a very good... looks like we might hit that goal a lot earlier than I originally thought we might. So, thank you guys, by the way, for everybody that's been helping us reach that goal. And, hey, you know what? If we hit that goal tonight, that'd be amazing. But, yeah, so I can wait and put my picks in. Oh, yeah, I want to get my picks up as well. That's the other thing I wanted to make sure I get pulled up here. So, I've got my picks over on this tab here. Alright, let me go ahead and delete that, because that's not really all that useful. And there we go. Hopefully this will... optimize here. I don't know why it says that it's not receiving enough video feed. Hopefully it's not lagging too bad for you guys. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, Trevor Bain starting in 12th place. Sam Mayer is starting in 11th. Let me pull up another roster real quick so I can see where some of these other guys are. In particular, I want to know where Dale Jr. is starting. Let's see. Jeffrey Earnhardt is starting in 17th, and he'll be starting on the bumper of his uncle, Dale Earnhardt Jr., starting 15th. Parker Kligerman, he's not the worst starting of the playoff drivers in 13th. I thought he might be, but no. Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed had a really bad day in qualifying. Hopefully they can turn it on. And Jeb Burton starting tail of the field as the worst playoff driver in qualifying. I don't even know if he took a lap starting that far back. But yeah, the top 6 are all playoff drivers. I don't even know if you guys can necessarily see the difference, but there is a slight purple hue to the names that are in the playoffs. Again, I don't know if you guys can see on the stream because sometimes it gets a little bit desaturated when I progress it, but yeah. All right, let's see, pick them. So here we go. I got Hill getting up to 10th at least. Baines 6th. I think the Joe Gibbs cars are going to be good. I think Allgaier's got a pretty good shot to win this though, if it isn't going to be a Gibbs car. So yeah, those are my race picks. As I mentioned, my actual race pick for the win is going to be John Hunter Nemechek. I think that 20 car is too fast to fall too far behind here. And there we go. Command to start the engines. The engines are fired, and we are ready to go racing here. All right. Alright, so how's everybody doing tonight? Also, let me know who your guys' picks for the race are, because I've mentioned a couple times Nemechek's my pick, but curious to know who your guys' picks are. Maybe you guys think Custer gets it done from pole. Maybe you guys think Barry or Allgaier get it done from the camp. Maybe you guys think that I reverse jinxed Brandon Jones by saying that he was my pick not to win the race, and he goes and wins it. Also, Nemechek probably crashes out in the first 5 laps, so that'll be fun if that happens. But, yeah, going to commercial break, and when they come back, the cars will be rolling out onto the track. All right, here we go. We got 21 people in here already. Nice. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuning in. We are getting ready for the race. I know some of you guys might be a little bit disappointed that I don't have the race up, but I follow copyright and I'm not able to put up the race for that exact reason. So, also don't know why my computer is not liking this very much, but I'm trying a couple of new settings. If they don't work, I can switch back for the Cup race tomorrow, but I will be here for the Cup race, and actually that reminds me, the NASCAR Cup Series race has been moved up an hour, so my stream and the race will both be moved up to start around 6:30, so due to impending weather. So that is going to be a big change that happened. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that stream tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this stream, obviously. We still got all 300 laps of this thing to go. There's a lot of drivers that I think there's a lot of surprises actually in the top. Yeah. Again, I didn't necessarily expect the colleague guys to just come out swinging today. What are they looking like in the playoff standings for the Xfinity Series guys? Because this is the first race of the Xfinity Series playoffs, so. Alright, let's see. We got Nemechek, Hill at the top of the grid, at the top of it. And below the cut line, so the guys below the cut line that need a fight to climb up, you need Sammy Smith enters this race minus 2 points on the cut line. Jeb Burton minus 2 points on the cut line. Hemrick's minus 5 points on the cut line, and Parker Kligerman comes in 6 points behind the cut line to Sheldon Creed to try and make that round of 8. So the Xfinity Series will be racing here. We'll be racing this race at Bristol. Then they will be racing Texas and Charlotte as their 3 races in round number 1 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. How's it going, Jessica? So, yeah, that's the breakdown real quick of the Xfinity Series first round of the playoffs as they come back from commercial break. So, you got in the playoffs, you got three of the junior motorsports cars, both of the RCR cars, two of the three, actually both of the full-time colleague drivers, because the third car is a rotational car this year for colleague. And then, you've got two Joe Gibbs drivers and one of the Stuart Haas drivers filling out the remainder of the grid, along with the only team to get all their cars into the playoffs. I know, a little bit of an asterisk here. Big Machine Racing and Parker Kligerman getting that 48 car into the playoffs after a drive the last couple of weeks to try and get themselves into this playoffs. So here we go. Parker Kligerman rolls off from the 13th position here tonight as we get ready to go racing. Dale Jr. takes to the track for the first time this NASCAR Xfinity Series season, driving that Hellman's number 88 mayonnaise car. I would love this. Imagine if we see Dale Jr. get this win. That would be incredible. I was never the biggest Junior fan growing up, but I can't have anything but respect for the guy, though. He is one of the pioneers of the current era of NASCAR. Really helped kind of give the sport a true face of the sport. After his dad passed, someone that, even though he didn't win a ton, the fans could latch onto and have that absolutely insane level of support that NASCAR fans are absolutely known for. So, here we go. He's also been, obviously, very much a champion team owner here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series for the last couple of years. And then you have, obviously have his influence over on the iRacing side of things, where he's been a big proponent for that and was partially responsible for the Pro Invitational Series that carried the sport through the pandemic of 2020. So, Dale Jr., his contributions to the sport are immeasurable. But let's see what he does tonight. Certainly I wouldn't say he's necessarily a favorite, especially racing one race a year. Makes it really tough, but he does get to pick his race that he runs, so he theoretically could choose whatever race, and maybe this is just the one he thinks he can win at. Oh, Parker Retzloff starting up in what looks like 14th place there. Okay, nice to see Parker Retzloff with a good starting spot here. But, Nemechek is definitely the favorite. I don't know what anyone's doing if they are saying anybody but John Hunter Nemechek is the favorite to win this race. All right, here we go. Ready to sit down and get ready for 300 laps of action here. Looks like they're pulling down pit road to check pit road speed, as they've been doing for every race this year, or all the races where they don't have an extended practice session, because they want to make sure that everybody gets their tachometers set, and if they need to adjust how fast they're going on pit road, they want to know if there's an issue with the tach before the race. Normally the teams would test that in practice, but most of these races, including this one, have a very limited practice session, and you can't really afford to take any time off the track pretty much from that practice session. So the booth is now going through the starting grid. So we got Cole Custer, Barry on the front row. We kind of already went through the top of the grid, but we'll go ahead and we'll actually talk about the guys further down the list here. So, Sam Mayer, Trevor Bain, row number 6. Row 7 is Kligerman. Oh, Riley Herbst going to the rear of the field, along with Derek Kraus driving that number 11 car. A couple of big names in terms of their theoretical impact. That's a colleague and a SHR car going to the rear. Joe Graff Jr., he had an actually halfway decent run in the Joe Gibbs car last week, I believe. So, Sheldon Creed coming from 21st. That's going to be a big one. Him and Austin Hill, they're going to have to group up and find a way through this field quick, because starting in 21st and 26th, not exactly the best spot for starting the playoffs here. Hey, Todd, how's it going? And yes, you did hear right. Dale Jr. is racing he has been doing one Xfinity race a season pretty much for the last like 4 or 5 years. Basically, I think he started it around, might have been even 2019, but no, I remember specifically, I think he ran Homestead during 2020. And he's had some okay runs driving the one-off car, driving that number 88 for his team in Xfinity, but hasn't actually found a win since doing the one-off. So here we go. They're doubled up. They're ready to go racing. The pace car pulls down off the banking, leaving the field in the hands of Cole Custer, and Cole Custer launches. Green flag is out, and we are racing at Bristol. One of the best sights in all of sports. Seeing these race cars racing into turn 1, 160, 170 miles an hour here. And yeah, there is not much better in terms of a sports atmosphere than being in the Coliseum at Bristol. I haven't been to too many sports, so maybe you guys know some better ones, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what Daytona's like eventually, but considering the name, I probably should avoid it, considering what that track does to Ryans, Newman, Blaney, Priest. But, yeah, here we go. Settling in. Chandler Smith is settled into the second position here. Josh Berry and Nemechek fighting here for... Josh Berry and Nemechek are fighting it out for third. No, now Berry's losing a spot here to Sammy Smith, and now losing a spot to his teammate. So right now, Josh Berry absolutely out to lunch here. He got stuck in the top line, and everybody is just jumping to that inside to try and jump on the inside and take advantage of that. And wow, we have 44 people in here. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in early on here as we're settling into a groove here. I think Jeremy Clements is the last car kind of stuck on that outside. He's currently got Parker Kligerman to his inside, and he is not able to find a spot in line. I think he may have just finally now found a spot in line behind the 48. So he did find a spot in line. So thank you guys, by the way, for everybody that's tuned in. Of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. We got ourselves a stream coming tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series race, and we are only, we are only 6 subscribers away from hitting 2,300 subscribers. So let's see if we're up actually to 295 here. So only 5 subscribers away from hitting the 230, the 2,300 number that we've been trying to hit. So that'd be insane. If we can hit that tonight, that'd be great. But here we go. Back to the race. We got Ryan C. trying to hold off Parker Kligerman. What spot is that even for? That's for 10th? I can't show the race because the broadcast itself is copyrighted, so I can't show the actual race itself. A lot of people will go ahead and stream the race through either putting a camera on their TV or streaming it right off their computer. But yeah, definitely not able to do that, unfortunately. I wish I could, but legally I can't. So, hey, Steven, thank you for the subscribe. So, here we go. We're settling into the run here. We're currently 12 laps in. A lot of these drivers just starting to find that inside line. Oh, Hemrick up the track. Daniel Hemrick driving that number 10 car. He made the shift for the playoffs, by the way. That's why he's in the number 10. He has driven the number 11 most of this year, but the 10 car is racing for the championship on the owner's side, and Daniel Hemrick made it as a driver, but he didn't get his number 11 car in. But, yeah, here we go. We got Sam Mayer battling side-by-side here with Daniel Hemrick. Mayer continuing to try and box out Hemrick there. And let's say, there we go. Hemrick slides into line here just in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. as he gets past here. Yeah, the race is on USA Network if you guys are trying to actually see the race. I can't show it because copyright. The audio is not the only thing copyrighted from NASCAR. No, the video and graphics are also copyrighted. So, oh, and Dale Jr. just got into Daniel Hemrick there a little bit. Got really loose. Luckily managed to hold on to it. But now Daniel Hemrick gets down in front of Dale Earnhardt Jr. again, and now Dale Jr.'s got Jeremy Clements all over his rear bumper. But yeah, your local the USA channel, I don't know if the channel number is different in different places or based on what cable provider you have. I'm watching this on Sling. I have a Sling Blue subscription, and that's where I'm watching the race on, so that'll also explain if you guys are kind of watching along with the broadcast. I may be a little bit behind what you guys are seeing. But, yeah. Here we go. Jeb Burton, he's up 9 spots already early on in this race. Riley Herbst, also went to the rear of the field, up 7 spots. Justin Allgaier up 5 spots. Did Allgaier go to the rear of the field? No, he's just moving his way up through the top 5 that quickly. So there we go. Sammy Smith making the pass here on Chandler Smith there. So the battle of the Smiths there. Fighting this one out. Let's see what we got going on. All right, showing the battle for the cut line. So Kligerman currently minus 10 points on the cut line where he's running right now. He's running just on the edge of the top 10 here. Of course, if he can get some of those stage points, it'll certainly help his fight to try and make the playoffs here. Meanwhile, you've got guys like Hemrick, 13 out. Yeah, so, and say, Rusty, though, you got to remember, Rusty Wallace, and I'm assuming you're talking about Jeff Gordon when you say the 24 car, but those guys, they're a little bit older. Junior, he's on the older end, but he's still young enough. But Rusty Wallace, first off, he hasn't raced in NASCAR in a long time, so it would be a big adjustment for him to come back. I'd love to see it, but I don't think you see him come back just because of how long he's been out the car and obviously age being a bit of a limit. Not to mention, Junior owns the team that he's driving for, so yeah, it's a lot easier there to make deals happen. And in fact, part of the reason he came back was to do a co-sponsorship deal. So whatever company, for example, Hellman's, who is sponsoring him tonight, makes the deal to sponsor him, but along with having to sponsor, with getting the ability to sponsor Dale Jr., they also had, part of the contract is that they had to agree to sponsor X amount of races on the number 7 car, on some of his other cars, like, for example, Allgaier, who's run the Hellman's car a few times this year. So, a few different reasons why Dale Jr. is in this race, and not some of the other awesome legends from the sport that we would love to see. But, yeah. Obviously gonna be glad to hear him back in the booth, though, for the Cup race tomorrow, because he's normally on all the NBC broadcasts, but he can't broadcast while in the car. But yeah, so pretty good race so far. We're settling in here. We're 30 laps in. I'm gonna start working on the stage 1 pole here, but should be a pretty good one here. Start a poll. This was actually the one thing I actually appreciate having JP in the booth for yesterday. Because I had someone that could co-commentate while I type in the poll. Alright, let's see. Alright. Hunter Neem check. Oh, Justin Allgaier up into the top 3. There we go. So Justin Allgaier just took the 3rd spot away from Sammy Smith, I believe. So all guys are making some massive moves here early on in the race. Started on the edge of the top 10, and he's already moved his way to third here. He's looking fast. Oh, boy. Austin Hill is not happy with somebody or something. No idea who he was cursing out there, but he was not happy. Alright, here we go. There's the poll for stage 1, and we have 52 people in here watching. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in here. Of course, hit the like button and subscribe, as we have, and say, Austin Hill, he's really struggling. Where is he on the track? I see he's racing around the 38 of Joe Graff Jr. I'm assuming that's around. Oh, Graff Jr. is actually doing a lot better than I thought. He's in 17th, so I don't know what Austin Hill's that mad about. Maybe Graff Jr. cut him off or something when he went for a passing attempt here, but all right, here we go. And then I'm just gonna go ahead quickly and put up the same poll over on Twitter, just so that people know we're streaming and people know that we're talking about the race. All right, here we go. All right, and Justin Allgaier. All right, and we're going to make this a 30-minute poll because I'm assuming that's about how much time we got left in stage number 1. All right, there we go. Got that post up, and we are ready to go. All right, let's get back to the race. So let's see what the poll looks like. And wow, it is very well split here so far. We got some votes for Cole Custer. We got Allgaier and other all ranking up there. And I guess it seems like you guys don't think Nemechek's going to be able to do this one. Oh, Allgaier up to second. He's got 3.8 seconds, though, that he needs to run down Cole Custer by here. That's going to be a tough one to see him run that one back down. Certainly, it looks like he's got the speed to do it. He's already chunking in about a half second a lap. And there's a lot of laps left. He could definitely do it. But when you get to it, there's a difference between catching him and passing him. Nobody knows that better than anybody who's ever tried to pass Ryan Newman, guys. That ain't easy. But you can catch him pretty easily. You just can't pass him very easy. But Brandon Jones making his way up into the top 5 here. That's impressive to see Brandon Jones getting up there, going past Chandler Smith. Trevor Bayne up into the top 10. Hadn't seen his name pop up yet, but there we go. He's up into the top 10. Parker Clearman holding on to 9th place here. Again, just trying to earn some good stage points here. It's only race 1 of the playoffs, but you want to try and start thinking about trying to advance here, especially if you're Parker Clearman, who's probably an outside-looking-in driver for making that next round. Wow. We have 8 votes on the poll right now, and it is 2, 2, 2, and 2. So I guess literally anybody could possibly win this one here. Cole Custer, though, looking to try and lap Jeb Burton, playoff contender here, going a lap down this early in the race. That is disheartening to see for Jeb Burton here. Man, that's all. I hate to see that for Jeb. He's been running very well leading up to the playoffs. Obviously got his win at Talladega that secured his spot into the playoffs. But, man, just hate to see a driver like that, end up struggling just off of that. So here we go. And we have crossed the 2,300 mark. There we go. 2,300 subscribers. Let's go. 2,300 subscribers. Thank you guys for everybody that's subscribed already. If you guys aren't already, let's go ahead and see if we can start making our way towards that next landmark. But, yeah, man, 2,300 subscribers. Let's go. Connor Mosak driving the number 24 car. Is he on the lead lap or is he lapped down already? He's normally a pretty fast driver. I don't know why he'd be a lap down already, but it's possible he's just having a bad race. Yeah, Connor Mosak, a lap down in 30th place. Okay. Not exactly what I normally expect from a driver like that. But, yeah, right now, Allgaier, he's 2.4 seconds back here on the fight for between Allgaier and Custer. So, that fight, it's going to be tough between those two. I'm still curious to see Brandon Jones. He's made his way now to 4th place here. So Brandon Jones has now passed Sammy Smith for 4th. How high will Brandon Jones be able to get in this stage? Can he get all the way up to 2nd, maybe 3rd? Brandon Jones, though, he is absolutely on a tear. Let's go. There we go. But, yeah, so just kind of looking down through the rest of the field. Dale Jr. is up to 11th place. So Dale Jr. knocking on the door of that top 10 here. He's got about a half second between him and Ryan Sieg. I don't know, based on the on-track, I don't know if that's directly like one car that he has to get through, if that's bumper to bumper. Hard to kind of tell sometimes with the intervals, but yeah, he's about 0.4 of a second behind Ryan Sieg here for the 10th position. So let's see if we can get Dale Jr. up into that top 10. That'd be amazing. I think he got a 4th place finish. Is the best he's done in his part-time start. So right now, though, Cole Custer absolutely dominating this race. Led all 62 laps so far. And not really looking back here. So, man, here we go. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. This is I'm going to say, are we going to be able to go for another record-setting stream here? Most, let's see, what did we officially record for the most views on a YouTube live stream a couple weeks ago at Darlington? Let's see. I want to see what the record was. Because I got to know what this is, because we may have a shot at beating it with the amount of you guys that have turned up today. And, of course, my internet's not working that well. Okay, come on. So, yeah, Bristol, though, for the Cup cars, that's going to be a fun one. We got 22 laps to go here in stage number 1 as we are rocketing towards the end here. But, yeah, I don't know why my YouTube's not loading, so I can't check. Okay, there we go. Now it's loaded. Yeah, I don't need necessarily the most up-to-date information. 3,294 was the view count on that stream, so we could possibly get there. Of course, we got 50 guys in here. If each of you guys shares it with just one person, we could get that to 100. If each of those people share it with another one, it just completely compounds, and they're back from commercial break. We got 20 to go. And let's see, Trevor Bayne now up to 6th place. He just passed Chandler Smith here for 6th place. So Trevor Bayne making his way up. He's knocking on that door of the top 5 here. Those Joe Gibbs cars look very fast. Let's see, Dale Jr. has entered the top 10. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has now entered the top 10. There we go. Let's see how far up Dale Jr. can go. And here we go. Brandon Jones looking to try and make the pass here on John Hunter Nemechek. Brandon Jones to the bottom. Here we go. Brandon Jones fighting on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get the spot from Nemechek. I believe Brandon Jones actually led at the line. Brandon Jones led it at the line here, and there we go. Brandon Jones clears Nemechek here, and is now put Nemechek back to 4th place here. And now you got 3 Joe Gibbs Racing cars in a row here. Oh, you're watching this while and you're at the race too? Okay, well, hey, you know what? Say this is an easy way to keep track of what's going on in the race when you go get concessions or whatnot. I know I always have a hard time keeping track of what's going on the track. I hear something happen and it's like, oh great, I went to the bathroom or something and suddenly my guy crashes. Or when I was going to New Hampshire one time, my buddy Patrick was with me. We were both going to New Hampshire. I think this is the 2020 yeah, it was 2020. And Kyle Busch, my guy, crashed out before we even got through the line because we were a little bit late getting there. So, yeah, definitely plenty of uses for streams like this one. But thank you guys for everybody that's tuned up so far. We're trying to break records here, that's for sure. So 2,300 subscribers. That is amazing that we managed to hit that goal, though. Yeah, a lot of people don't have. So yeah, so right now we got yeah, I know a lot of people can't afford cable, but again, it doesn't justify breaking the law there on the copyright, because again. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what we got. And say, Lily, I've already told you a couple of times now. It's not allowed. Even if other people are breaking the rules, I'm not gonna stoop to their level just to make the subscribers or make the money off of it. I know during the Charlotte race weekend, I did live stream from the stands from there, but that's different, obviously, streaming from the stands versus streaming the direct TV product that they have. So, here we go. Wow, Josh Berry is struggling today. I didn't even realize he was struggling here, but let's see where. Or oh, he's only in 14th. Okay, that's not as bad, but wow. Okay, that explains it. Okay, Cole Custer's just lapped up to 17th place. They were talking about it like they were further back, but that's why they're close to getting lapped by Cole Custer, just because Cole Custer's putting down a blistering pace here. 1.6 seconds between Allgaier and Custer here. So here we go. 4 laps to go in the stage. We only got 4 more laps of this for the first stage. Can Allgaier get there? Can Custer hold on, possibly? Let's see. Justin Allgaier has had a very fast car here. And honestly, a lot of the junior motorsports cars, I mean, Brandon Jones has looked very fast as well. Ooh, Sammy Smith having a bit of a slip there. Parker Clearman getting up to 7th here. Chandler Smith also passing Sammy Smith there. So, Chandler Smith up to 6th. 7th is Parker Clearman. Trevor Bayne has entered the top 5. So, here we go. Let's see. Oh, and someone's rejoining the track. That was almost a disaster there. But right now, can Parker Clearman hold on to 7th here and potentially get some good playoff points? As Jeffrey Earnhardt is fighting tooth and nail right now to try and stay on the lead lap. And Jeffrey Earnhardt, even if he doesn't stay on the lead lap, he wants to be that first car 1 lap down. He wants to make sure that Custer can't catch anybody else at the very least. Cole Custer has officially lapped Jeffrey Earnhardt here. Going into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in stage number 1. Cole Custer wins stage 1 at Bristol. Jeffrey Earnhardt will be free pass. Justin Allgaier 2nd. 3rd, Brandon Jones. 4th, John Hunter Nemechek. Running 5th, Trevor Bayne. 6th, Chandler Smith. 7th is Parker Clearman. Clearman getting some good stage points there. Oh, what happened to Sammy Smith? Sam Mayer gets up to 8th. Dale Jr. gets to 9th. And Sammy Smith falls all the way to 10th. The last driver earning points. Luckily, he held off Ryan Sieg. He at least gets 1 point over Ryan Sieg. But, man, that's a bummer to see a big hit for a potential playoff and championship contender going from 5th to 10th there at the end. Is that just a bad long-run car possibly for him? I mean, that would be a little shocking to see his car just that far off, but I could see it. And I say Hemrick being the first non-playoff driver, or the first playoff driver to not earn stage points. But hey, at least Barry and Hill managed to stay on the lead lap here. They did not look good in that first segment. But all I need Austin Hill to do is get 10th place here, though. I mean, come on. How hard is that? But wow, we had 20 votes there on the stage 1 poll. Thank you guys for everybody that participated in that. Cole Custer did ultimately win the poll, so we did get to the right answer eventually there, but we didn't quite rank him in the exact right order, and otherwise it would have had to have been Nemechek ended up beating Allgaier and other, while Nemechek came home 4th place. Man, what a big week. So, yeah, we hit 2,300 subscribers. I also passed my driver's test earlier this week, so I can go places now. Took me 3 attempts, but I finally passed that, so I can actually do stuff without having to wait for a ride. So that's nice. Hoping to be at Charlotte. The plan is going to be that I'm going to be at Charlotte for the Roval race. Is going to be my next time at the track here in a couple weeks. And here we go. They're back from commercial break. We're getting ready for pit stops here at the end of stage number 1. Pit stops to end stage number 1. Let's see. And I would be shocked if this isn't literally everybody coming down pit road. Maybe you can make a case that somebody might try it. Let me just look down the list here. Riley Herbst, Ryan Sieg, maybe Parker Retzloff could stay out. Those would be the guys I would say could stay out here to try and snag the lead, and maybe track position ends up becoming a bigger factor than we give it credit for, because Justin Allgaier tore through the field. Brandon Jones did similar. All the Junior Motorsports cars, honestly, kind of tore through the field there a bit. So, it very well could be a battle through the field, but yeah, last night we saw that track position was a big factor. If you could get it, you could hold on to it somewhat easily as long as your tires stayed intact. Ty Majeski. Because, yeah, I picked Ty Majeski last night, and ultimately we saw what happened there. Blown tire into stage 2. Alright, so drivers possibly talking about the potential move up the track, and are you kidding me? No. Dale Jr. climbs 4 spots on pit road. Dale Jr. to 5th. Sammy Smith also recovering a few of those spots that he lost at the end of the stage on there. But Dale Jr. up to 5th place as they come off pit road. He was the first driver not coming off in his exact spot. Custer, Allgaier, Brandon Jones, and John Hunter Nemechek were the first 4 off pit road, right in their original starting spots. So, very much a very status quo race so far for Bristol. A lot of people kind of just following the script here, getting ready for stage number 2. At the end of stage 2 is where we could maybe see somebody try something. Because by that point, I expect we will know whether or not it's going to be a track position or a pass-happy race. Because whether or not it's a pass-happy race or not will help determine whether or not you take tires at the end of stage 2. If you don't take tires at the end of stage 2, you're banking on that track position being an absolute dominating factor. Because I think if my math is right, you can make it from the end of stage 2 to the end of the race. I don't know though. Pitting here though might be a little far out to try and make it on fuel. Or on tires more so, and you don't want to blow a tire like what happened with Ty Majeski yesterday. I'm many times can I reference the time of jet ski thing before it gets old? Probably already old, honestly. And they're showing they're showing a pre-game thing for the Patriots versus Dolphins on Sunday Night Football. I'm gonna say, if you guys, I know I've been doing a few NFL streams over the last couple of weeks. I will be doing at least one on Sunday. Me and my dad are going to be co-commentating Jets Cowboys. Since there's no NASCAR on Sunday, I kind of have the day to do whatever, and I figured, why not go ahead and do another sports stream? So, me and my dad will be co-broadcasting that one. Also, tomorrow I get to watch my Gators hopefully take it to the Tennessee Volunteers, but not sure if the Gators are going to be able to beat Tennessee over in... Now, they are playing in Florida, so maybe we'll have home field advantage, but... Hey, David, how's it going? Wow, we got 70 people in here tuned in for the stream. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in here. And wow, we are we're climbing those subscriber numbers even higher. Let's go. 2,302 subscribers now. So climbing that subscriber number. And wow, I can't believe we got 76 people in here tonight. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in here. Cole Custer takes the outside on the choose code. Allgaier, Brandon Jones takes outside. Nemechek inside. Dale Jr. takes outside. Basically a game of every other one, favoring the outside lane, but ultimately taking the shortest lane possible whenever there was a shorter line. Nobody really kind of went 2 or 3 in a row, because that's always what we've been waiting to see, is a race with the choose cone where everybody starts choosing the top and somebody comes from like 10 rows back to start on the front row or something. I mean, I think I can vouch for most NASCAR fans saying that after we heard about that rule, we've been waiting for that exact situation to pop up. So here we go. Cole Custer, we got ourselves pace car dives for cover here. Custer has control of the field. Green flag is out, and they are racing. Custer takes the launches, but Allgaier might have a shot at staying there. No, Custer able to get clear there. So there we go. Oh no! Justin Allgaier gets into Brandon Jones. They nearly wreck. Teammates nearly crash there. Right in front of the boss. That would have been the worst place to make a mistake. If you go and wreck your teammate and your boss and yourself out of the race, I don't know if there is a worse spot. And tire rub on the number 9 car as Brandon Jones settles into the second position. But that tire, there's definitely tire smoke there. Curious if we see a tire potentially go down here, but man... Literally the worst place. It's like when you go and make a mistake at work and you just look over your shoulder and it's like, oh, there's the supervisor. There's the boss. Man, fun times. But yeah, I can't imagine what Dale Jr. was thinking watching that. Can we get Dale Jr.'s audio? Like in-car audio for that one? That'd be amazing if they'll play that so I can hear it. But Brandon Jones and Justin Allgaier are still fighting tooth and nail here for the lead spot. But man, Brandon Jones, that tire won't last long there. Brandon Jones is absolutely trying to get ahead of Allgaier so he can get to the bottom of the racetrack, potentially looking for a pit stop. If Allgaier pins his teammate on the outside here with a flat tire, there we go. Brandon Jones ultimately gets a break from his teammate, Dale Jr. here. So Dale Jr. ultimately gives Brandon Jones a spot to get on the inside here. And that tire, we're going to have to wait and see how long that tire lasts. I can't imagine it will last a long time here. But there we go. We have now hit 80 viewers here in the stream. Thank you guys for everybody tuning in. We got a really good race going here too. Parker Kligerman putting up a great fight to try and prove why he belongs in this playoff fight. You got guys like Trevor Bain here making a one-off start. You got a lot of playoff drivers in and around this top 10. Austin Hill has made his way up into the top 10 discussion here. Austin Hill up into 11th place here. He's looking for a way to get to that top 10. And Sam Mayer with a big checkup right in front of Austin Hill as I was talking about him. Commentator's curse, probably. But yeah, so sorry to Sam Mayer if that was a problem. It looks like maybe just a checkup there, so apologies to whoever got disadvantaged there. But here we go. Mayer versus Hill here for the 10th position. Oh, no, sorry. That's Mayer versus Hill for 11th. My bad. But there we go. They're stuck in that outside line, though, and that bottom line still looks to be the preferred line for at least right now. And Allgaier versus Custer. Allgaier definitely looked like he had the better long-run car, but Custer making use of that high line to rocket off the corners and managing to still hold on to that lead at the line each and every time so far. 108 laps down, 108 laps led by Cole Custer. So, Ryan Sieg with an issue. That's not good. I'm going to say, there's a lot of chaos happening around that 10th position here. So, here we go, looking for a lead change. Justin Allgaier looking to the inside. Cole Custer all the way at the top trying to make it work. Not going to be able to lead this one. Allgaier, first time to lead a lap that isn't by Cole Custer today. Justin Allgaier fights to get this one. So, Custer versus Allgaier, this is a really good fight. I wish that we could have seen this. Can we see this battle all the way to the stage checkers? That would be incredible. Let's go. So, Justin Allgaier versus Cole Custer here. Allgaier now up the track. Can Allgaier make the top line work? Cole Custer trying to side draft. Allgaier leads at the line. Here we go. They're still side by side, though, here. Cole Custer trying to make that bottom lane work. Justin Allgaier tries to shut the door. Not able to get down, though. And here we go. Cole Custer continuing to stay on that inside. Dale Jr. now closes in on the lead, on the two leaders here. And watching Cole Custer go and almost abuse his driver's race car there. So, ultimately, Justin Allgaier now gets a good run off the top there. And now Custer possibly looking at defense here. They get in single file. Now Dale Earnhardt Jr. looking to the inside line here. Trying to make a pass here on Cole Custer for second. Dale Jr. to second. That would be incredible. Is he going to get... Is he going to be a contender for the win here at the end of the night? I mean, certainly the Junior Motorsports cars look a lot faster than I initially thought. I thought Allgaier maybe might be good enough, and Junior got loose underneath Custer, almost got into him. Ultimately, they managed to stay. And how is Brandon Jones' tire not gone down yet? That was a significant tire rub. It's something to keep an eye on, but I guess it's okay for now. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the Stage 2 pole while we have started to mellow out here for a minute. Alright, so pole for Stage 2, it's Justin Allgaier. Alright, let's see. Cole Custer. Alright, let's see. Dale. Okay, this is a name I have not spelled in a while here. Dale Earnhardt Jr. It's been a while since I've spelled Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s name, but... free on the top of the racetrack for Dale Jr., according to his in-car radio. So there we go. There's the pole for stage number 2. I'm expecting I know who's going to end up being the favorite here for the pole, but Allgaier gets the lead here. He starts to pull away as they go to side-by-side commercial for the second time, or for the first time this stage. So here we go. Let's go Twitter. Go to my profile to go ahead and post this one up. So only one vote on the stage 1 poll. All right, who wins stage number 2? And let's go ahead and put in Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Alright, there we go. Got the post up on Twitter for for stage number 2. And we're back. So here we go. Wow, we have got 85 people in here. Thank you guys for everybody hanging out in here. Of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. Now 90 people in here. This is insane. This is easily the most populated live stream I've ever had. And we are now up, 2305 on the subscriber count. We are continuing to climb. Can we hit, if we could, lofty goal would be to hit 2,500 by the end of the year, but I don't know. That might be a little tough, but the fact that we're already at 2,300 is incredible. I was just hoping to have that by December, so we're well ahead of the pace that I originally had. Dale Jr. has now lost a spot, though, to Brandon Jones here on the racetrack. I would be curious if Brandon Jones holds on to that spot for too long, though, because, again, we know that that tire is weak. So, here we go. 96 people popping in here. Thank you, guys. We're probably, I don't know if we're the #1 stream on YouTube, but we better be at this point. But here we go. Side-by-side battle. Yeah, Dale Jr. and Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones gets the lead and ends up getting out ahead of Dale Jr. here for the 3rd position. So right now it is definitely right now Allgaier is just trying to work his way through lap traffic. He now has a comfortable 1.1 second lead on Cole Custer for right now, at least. I would say that's somewhat comfortable around Bristol. Most tracks, yeah, no, that's nowhere near comfortable, but yeah, for tonight at least at this track, that's a fairly comfortable spot to be at. So here we go. Let's see. We got look at the oh no, that's not the Junior Motorsports guys. I thought they were pulling up the Junior Motorsports guys, but showing the a bunch of drivers who are all wearing the bone gloves that Dale Jr. Is wearing for charity here tonight. You got Dale Jr., Sammy Smith, John Hunter Nemechek, and Jeb Burton all sporting the bone gloves here tonight with for what was the charity? I missed what they said about which charity they were doing it for, but here we go. 63 combined between Xfinity and Cup Series drivers wearing the gloves this weekend. And then the gloves will be up for auction, raising money for charity. So that's, again, the NASCAR community is amazing. The amount of support that we have, not only for our sport and for the brands that support the sport, but for the community as a whole. It's just incredible. Hey, Linda, how's it going? So, wow, we're still stabilizing at around 90 people in here. That is incredible. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in. We're riding on board right now with Nemechek. Nemechek trying to chase down Dale Jr. to try and pass Dale Jr. Every kid's dream, pretty much, to pass one of the drivers on this list. Whether that's passing Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, or Rusty Wallace. One of those 4 drivers on that list. If you're a race car driver, and if you're not a race car driver, you probably still, the dream would be to get a competitive on-track pass on one of those 5 drivers. Obviously, Dale Sr. or Richard Petty would probably be on that list too, but at this point, I don't know if you'd get much for a competitive on-track pass here. And right now, Cole Custer, he's been reeled in by Brandon Jones here. Oh yeah, I'm sure Junior Racing is helping everybody's numbers here tonight. Because, everybody's excited for Dale Junior Racing. And the fact that Junior Motorsports as a whole is running well, that certainly helps too. But the Dale Jr. effect is beyond a doubt proven. Look at the TV numbers for the Cup Series in 2017, 2018, and 2019, and just look at the severe dip in numbers in 2018, 19, and honestly, we're still suffering from some of that. And uh-oh. Parker Kligerman coming to pit road with an issue. Looks like a tire rub. Oh, the brakes are on fire for Parker Kligerman. We'll have to wait and see exactly what the issue is, but that's an issue for him. Possibly a wheel bearing on fire. That's not good. But yeah, the numbers for Cup viewership dipped when Junior retired. They had a similar dip, but not nearly as extreme when Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart retired as well. Oh, and Parker Kligerman straight to the garage after a great night he had going. Now, he got some stage points earlier that might help, and the pace car coming out onto the pit road. Uh-oh, what's the pace car doing? Oh, pace car moving out onto pit road, I guess to try and make a lane for Parker Kligerman to get to that infield, because I will say, I've been in this infield one time back in 2019, and man, it is hard to get out of the way in the infield at Bristol Motor Speedway. But yeah, now Kligerman showing 23 points below the cut line as they run right now, and the caution flag flies. Not sure what the caution's for, but the caution flag has flown here in the Bristol race. Oh! The 38 of Joe Graff Jr. spins. That's the cause for the caution there. So the caution flag flies for the first time for contact or for incident here on the night. So, man, this will be a great chance for everybody to settle back in here for the to settle back in here as we get ready for a 20-lap dash to the end of the stage. That's going to be incredibly panicked, I'm sure. So let's take a quick look here. We are at, where are we at in terms of lapped cars? Everybody except for Jeffrey Earnhardt on up. So the top 15 and Jeffrey Earnhardt are on the lead lap. Jeb Burton should be the free pass, assuming that they don't attribute any fault of this crash to him. Because the free pass can't obviously be the cause for the caution. That way, drivers aren't out there trying to wreck people trying to get the caution flag. So, and I say, if Jeb Burton can just stay on the lead lap, yeah, he theoretically could still contend for this race at the end of it. Obviously, he hasn't looked overly impressive tonight, but if you can stay in it, at least you're in position for a good shot. Sheldon Creed looks to be 2 laps down. That's going to be much harder to come back from. And Parker Kligerman being out the race for all considerable measure. He's 36th place. He will be, and that's where he will finish the night, too. I didn't have him picked for fantasy. Okay, good. No, I didn't have him picked for my picks here. No, Allgaier, Sammy Smith, Hill, Bain. Brandon Jones finishing bad. That might come back to bite me, but we'll have to wait and see. No girls racing in the NASCAR Xfinity Series this year. I don't think there are any, at least. There hasn't been very many, if there is any. Let's see. Timmy, BJ, Parker, Blaine, Stefan, Kyle, Brennan. No. Yeah, no women racing tonight. I knew Haley Deegan wasn't in it, but there's a few other female drivers that have been making starts around. I just don't know if any of them were up in Xfinity quite yet. But there's been a lot of female drivers around the sport the last couple of years. And I will say that without a doubt, Haley Deegan should be in this race come next year. Like, there's no real reason that Haley Deegan shouldn't be in this race next year, because she should be full-time Xfinity, I think, at this point. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pop out the chat so I can actually read it over here. But yeah, here we go. So Ultimately, Joe Graff Jr. spinning out. This is going to bunch this field right together, and we're going to be packed up and going racing here. How insane is this restart going to get? Now Brandon Jones gets a chance to fix that tire. Hopefully, the issues from that are all done for the night. But, of course, we don't know where that issue might be. So there might be a continued issue from it. Yeah, I know there's like 2 or 3 of them in ARCA this year that are full-time, and obviously Haley Deegan in trucks. Jennifer Jo Cobb's been racing trucks part-time this year as well, driving her number 10 truck. But, yeah, and the numbers are definitely getting higher in terms of the female drivers, which leads to a better chance of us finding some competitive ones, because not to harp on her too much, but Deanna Kirkpatrick was definitely being up there mainly because she brought a diversity that we hadn't really seen in NASCAR. But obviously, the more female drivers around, the better chance we find a good driver. Although she was not bad in IndyCar, I will say that much. If she had stayed in IndyCar, probably could have had a decent career. Maybe not a consistent race winner or anything, but yeah. So here we go, getting ready for the restart. Let's see, Austin Hill up to 5th. What happened there? Hopefully that's accurate. I'd love to see him stabilize up in the top 10, top 5 here. Trevor Bayne, where's Trevor Bayne? Where do I need him finishing? Trevor Bayne needs to be 6th or better. So I need Trevor Bayne up a couple spots here. Here we go. Pace car dives for cover, leaving the field in the hands of Justin Allgaier and Cole Custer on the. Oh wait, no, Cole Custer joins Allgaier in second in the top lane here, allowing John Hunter Nemechek to take that front row starting spot. But the top 2 get a massive launch off the top side of the racetrack. John Hunter Nemechek ends up rounding out in 3rd after the initial launch. Here we go. Nemechek still looking the inside. Can Nemechek make something happen here? Looking to the inside on Cole Custer. So John Hunter Nemechek looking up the inside here on this one. Let's see. Daniel Hemrick and Sammy Smith, basically everybody else trying to settle out. Sammy Smith to the middle of 3 wide there. That's not good. He's going to get shuffled further and further back here. Austin Hill making a pass here on John Hunter Nemechek here for 3rd. And Dale Jr. is going to follow him through to move up to 4th there. As John Hunter Nemechek follows a little further back here. Let's see. What's the issue on the 48? Alright, so it sounds like it's a wheel bearing failure for the 48. Hopefully that's not going to befall the Cup Series, because the Cup Series had some kind of problem with either brakes or tires at this at the Fall Bristol race last year, which led to Brad Keselowski ending up with a tire issue late in the race, which led to him being out the race. But here we go. Battle of the lead is heating up here, though. Cole Custer versus Justin Allgaier here. They've both migrated pretty much primarily to the top of the racetrack here to try and make something happen. Sammy Smith has settled out in 13th place now. That is way far back. I don't know what happened, but he got absolutely passed here. But, man, right now, Daniel Hemrick looking the inside here on John Hunter Nemechek. Not much Daniel Hemrick can do, though. It looks like that bottom in the PJ1 is pretty well worn out here tonight. Trevor Bayne up into the top 5? I say, where's Trevor Bayne at? Let's see. Crossing the start-finish line, he is 5th. So yeah, it looks to be 5th here. As Dale Jr. Yeah, there we go. He takes 4th place there. As Bayne and Dale Jr. fighting it out for 4th place here in stage number 2. But that battle for the lead is going to be crazy. Surprised we didn't see any of the desperate playoff drivers potentially trying to stay out here to the end of the stage, where we were only going to have about a 15-20 lap shootout after the caution flag. But, hey, you never know. Maybe somebody maybe they know something I don't, but I would have definitely probably stayed out if I was, especially if I'm a bubble driver here. No, yellow flag. We got a flag here, and this yellow flag will likely end stage number 2. What's going to happen here? Where's the caution going to come out? I've seen the caution's going to come out. We just don't know what's happening yet. And let's see. John Hunter Nemechek here in the back bumper of... No! Big crash there! Josh Berry, Sam Mayer, damage to the number 9 as well. Big crash. Big fire under the hood for Josh Berry. Get out that car. Come on, Berry. Out the car. I know this thing's relatively safe. Looks like its internal fire extinguisher system still intact there, as it appears to have reduced to just smoke. Although, where there is smoke, there's probably still fire. But, there we go. Glad to see Josh Berry climbing out of his car. Sam Mayer getting ready to climb out of his car. His car definitely in better shape than the others. Brandon Jones with damage. I called this one. I called that he wasn't going to have a clean race. I just don't know what happened here. Okay, let's see. Oh, yep. Looked like a rear tire going down on the 8 car as he got really loose there and then just hooked it. A right front. It looked like right rear, I thought. All right, a little bit of contact here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it could have very well been a right front tire going down. I thought it was a right rear there, but no, yeah, the way it hooked, it was definitely could have been a right front tire. But, yeah, nothing Barry really could have done outside of avoiding contact there, which avoiding contact at Bristol is like literally one of the hardest things any driver's ever asked to do here. As we have hit over 100 people in the stream. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in throughout the stream. And of course, hit the like button and subscribe for more. We are covering this race. We're going to be doing the same thing for the Cup Series race tomorrow. So, again, this caution flag will likely end stage number 2. We are waiting to see, but Allgaier leading the race will probably end up claiming stage number 2. Then you got Cole Custer, Austin Hill, Dale Jr., and Trevor Bayne rounding out your top 5. Nemechek, Hemrick, Herbst, Chandler Smith, and Jeffrey Earnhardt in the top 10. Where did Jeffrey Earnhardt come from all this? I mean, I guess the chaos in the back half of the field probably slowed everybody up, and Earnhardt must have been the first one to get through the smoke. But there we go. Wow, we are on fire tonight, though, in terms of the chat. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in for this stream. This is definitely one of the best streams I've ever had here on YouTube. Thank you guys. And here we go. 8th stage win for Justin Allgaier as they officially confirmed the stage ends here under caution as he takes the final lap of stage number 2. So let's go ahead and I'm going to just quickly check and see how the Twitter poll went as well, just to see if people came to the same conclusion. So let's see. Dale Jr. was the only one that got a vote on the Twitter poll, so looks like not quite a accurate pick, but hey, there we go. Alright, we're getting ready to start stage number 3. Stage 3. We still got 130 laps to go. This is going to be a fun one. That's going to be a long run to the checker. I believe that's about what this first stage in the Cup race, though, is going to be like tomorrow, so to think. The final stage of Xfinity is what the first stage of Cup is going to be. So, here we go. We got 35 likes on the stream, and we've had 1,300 people pop in throughout the day. So, thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. Continuing to climb towards that next landmark subscriber goal. So, let's keep on digging here. Dale Jr., though, top 5 here. The Junior Motorsports cars, again, look very fast. So, Brandon Jones, now we know he's not going to get a top 10, which that helps. Then I need Austin Hill. Did Sammy Smith get collected in that? That's the other one I want to check. He's still in lead lap, so I'm assuming he avoided significant damage at least. And then Allgaier up in the top 5. Okay, so my picks are actually looking halfway decent tonight for the first time in a while. So here we go. So yeah, again, sometime around the middle of stage 2, we will put up a poll for who we think's going to win the race. But yeah, we'll see who we end up throwing in the poll. Dale Jr. won the poll for who we think is going to win stage number 2, but obviously Justin Allgaier ended up getting it. And here we go, coming down pit road as they come back from commercial break. All right, here we go. I can't believe we've had consistently 80 to 90 people hopping in here for the stream just talking about some Xfinity Series racing. So here we go. Let's see what we got going on here. So they get the pit stops in. Nemechek away with a 15.9. Cole Custer, a slow stop for Cole Custer, over 17 seconds. That's going to hurt his speed. Waiting to see what the official list is off of pit road here. As they came off pit road, kind of jumbled, and they didn't show a leaderboard off pit road of who won the race off pit road. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's see what we can see. But that was 3 Junior Motorsports cars there wiped out in one wreck. Where is Brandon Jones currently scored? Let's see. So it looks like, did Custer really still hold on to set? Okay, no. I'll wait and see because I'm not sure how accurate the leaderboard is. It's possible that those 5 guys that are at the top did stay out, but yeah, Cole Custer dropping quite a few spots in terms of the running position. Brandon Jones currently 5 laps behind the race, and man, that's just a bummer to see Brandon Jones losing that many laps, but on a day where he was running well. But luckily, I picked him to not run in the top 10, so I guess that's one good thing at least. Of course, I never cheer for a person to wreck or anything, but I know his personality. He's had a really tough time keeping clean race cars in the past, so I didn't anticipate him being able to keep a clean car at Bristol of all places. So far, my picks are looking pretty good, and even if I miss one, I still have a decent chance to win. But yeah, so they're currently at commercial break as we are getting ready for this one. So 2,300, man, I still can't believe that we actually hit that number. I thought that was going to be a December goal for sure, but 2,300. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep putting out some other content as well for you guys. Again, follow me over on Twitter. And follow my Facebook page over at Ryan Dyer on YouTube, over on Facebook. I put up polls over there and community discussion about potential types of content that you guys would want to see. Especially if I can't think of an idea for a video for the day. I will usually go to Twitter and ask you guys what you guys want to see for a video potentially. But yeah, here we go. NASCAR Cup Series elimination Saturday night. Tomorrow night for the NASCAR Cup Series. So here we go. So Sam Mayer getting out of the care center, which is always nice. Always nice to have a driver getting out of the care center with a clean bill of health, because obviously driver health and safety is always, and I mean always, number one priority in a wreck like that. Again, I know I was clapping around the crash. I was clapping when I was seeing Josh Berry climbing from his race car. Just so you guys know, I wasn't clapping at Berry wrecked or anything. But man, just glad to see all these guys out of these cars okay, because those crashes are never gentle. and even worse when it's something fairly out of their control. So, yeah, here we go. Should be getting ready for the restart here shortly. But yeah, Dale Jr., though, leading laps at Bristol. What a sight. So Dale Jr., Trevor Bayne, Chandler Smith, Parker Retzloff, and Riley Herbst, I believe, all have stayed out here at the end of the stage. It's going to be... no, it says Riley Herbst actually came to pit road, so he must have won the race off pit road, I guess. So Riley Herbst, the first car on 4 tires. That's weird. I definitely was not expecting that one. But, yeah, I guarantee NASCAR is going to be taking those cars back to the safety, safety check just to make sure all the systems and everything worked as efficiently as they possibly could. Because there's a lot of situations in these races where you just want to make sure the safety mechanisms do actually work. Obviously, I think the most obvious example of that was at Talladega in the Cup race this year when I think it was Kyle Larson went head first into Ryan Preece's door, breaking the roll cage, and that being an obvious example of when the safety implications don't do what they're supposed to do, because that roll cage ain't supposed to break, and it is built really tough, so for it to be able to break, that takes an incredible amount of force, and you always want to make sure you can build it tough enough to obviously withstand wrecks like that, but not so tough that you end up removing any sort of cushion from the driver. And there we go. Talking with Josh Berry out of the care center. Again, great to see these drivers getting out the care center. A-okay. I mean, again, able to walk under their own power. Not necessarily the hardest wreck, but it's just some of those head-on collisions, especially at a high speed mile and a half or half mile like this one is. It's always something you worry about. But glad to see Josh Berry and Sam Mayer both out their cars and okay. Brandon Jones, who was the other car involved in that wreck, is still in his car as we go for the restart. Green flag back out, and we are racing here. Brandon Jones only 5 laps down here, so he's going to try and get back out of here and see if he can gather a few more points from some other guys potentially wrecking out. But Dale Jr. leading them off the restart gets the lead here ahead of Chandler Smith, Trevor Bayne, Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst, though, looking like he's going to try and make his way through this field very quickly. Justin Allgaier making his way to the bottom, though, and trying to make a pass here on Riley Herbst, trying to be the first one to get these guys. And I say, the way Riley Herbst is driving, I'm not sure he did get 4 tires. I mean, maybe he took fuel only or 2 tires? Maybe that's how he gained the track position. Hard to tell when NASCAR doesn't show us the race off pit road. But here we go. Dale Earnhardt Jr. we got a yellow flag. Yellow flag. The yellow flag flies yet again here at Bristol. Let's see what the cause of this one is. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. Waiting to see what it's going to be. We know the yellow flag's coming. We just don't know what it's for here. Caution flag. The 51 of not John Hunter. The 51. That's I know the driver. Come on. Jeremy Clements. There we go. Jeremy Clements. Driving for his family team. That's an unfortunate way to have your race go when you've been running pretty well and qualified extremely well for that team. So here we go. So Justin Allgaier's made it all the way back up to 3rd already. I mean, he is fighting here. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just refresh my pick, see if they've locked in. I mean, I guess they wouldn't have locked in Brandon Jones yet because he isn't out the race, but for all intents and purposes, he's not getting a top 10. Oh! The 45 just shoved Jeb Burton into the fence. I don't know if that led to anything there. Oh. Okay, so Jeb Burton then goes up alongside and just kind of rubs and waves at Jeffrey Earnhardt to let him know, hey, I didn't appreciate that. He played, honestly, pretty respectful considering what happened between the two there. So getting shoved into the fence, hopefully no significant damage on that car, because you hate to see competitive cars and playoff drivers potentially getting knocked out or knocked around by non-playoff drivers. But hey, that's what happens when you got the entire field of cars out here, and not everybody's a playoff car. Not to mention, the 27 was significantly slower than everybody else around him. I don't know what was going on, if he got checked up or what. Oh, and then he got put in the wall twice. He got put in the wall once when he was really slow all by himself, but then Jeffrey Earnhardt went and kind of shoved him into the fence a second time. So, yeah, I can definitely see why Jeb Burton was upset there. It is totally understandable. Just, you got to handle it respectfully. And honestly, considering driver code, I think he handled it very respectfully. And Brandon Jones is out of the race car. So Brandon Jones has climbed from his race car here. He is done. I don't know if that was the repair clock expiring on him, or if he just decided he couldn't drive it. Yeah, it's possible he didn't make minimum speed, and that's why he's out the race. But yeah, that is certainly something here. Is Dale Earnhardt Jr. How is he leading this race? As he just comes out of retirement here for one race a year, and I can't imagine the scene in Bristol if he goes out here and wins this race. It will be a madhouse in Bristol, more than it already normally is, because, man, I love the atmosphere at Bristol. It is one of the best racetracks. I know it's not necessarily what I would consider my favorite short track, even though it's one of the best racetracks in the world, just because I like the strategy racing that Richmond brings. But as I say, if you're looking for action and atmosphere, there is nothing better than Bristol. Got a lot of friends who always go to the Bristol races. I unfortunately obviously wasn't able to go this year. Hoping to be back there, though, possibly next year for the Bristol playoff race. So, would love to be able to cover more at the track coverage for you guys in the coming years. I'm going to be moving here next year to move closer to the tracks. That way I don't have to, it isn't like a full week trip just to go to one race. Oh my. Yep, there we go. Somebody sunburned the 88 into their back for the race. Or, I guess reverse sunburn, because they only covered the 88 on their back and then went and got themselves sunburned. But yeah, so far 1,600 people have tuned into the stream, and we got 108 people in here right now. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. Of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. We're going to be bringing you guys NASCAR content all throughout the NASCAR season. And here we go, Jeffrey Earnhardt and his driver, Justin Allgaier. They are together on the front row here. Man, what a cool shot there to see Dale Earnhardt Jr. driving beside his car that he owns on the inside here. Pace car dives off pit road here, and the green flag will be out. Green, green, green. Dale Jr. is away with the lead. And Dale Jr. gets down in front of his teammate here. Going to try and work together to try and make that bottom lane potentially work at least well enough for... and there we go. Dale Jr. goes up top to try and help Allgaier get a good run here. And that's got to be a weird spot to be in, knowing that you own the other car you're racing on the inside here as they go side by side. Dale Jr. and Allgaier. Jr. ultimately able to clear Allgaier, but he continues, Jr. wanting to run the top side. Meanwhile, Allgaier making his lap time around the bottom of the racetrack here as I believe that's Jeb Burton coming back out the pits here. So here we go. Let's see. And Justin Allgaier is starting to lose some track position. I don't know if he made adjustments to try and help the long run, but whatever it is, it may have hurt his short run here. But, yeah, here we go. Let's see. What do we got going on here? I mean, this honestly is just a really good race so far. Everybody kind of moving up the track, though. That PJ1 on the bottom is pretty well gone at this point. No real contest here. But, man, I can't believe this race is going this well for Dale Earnhardt Jr. as he is now the race leader. And let's see, 25 points out for Clearman, 20 points for Barry. Barry taking a big hit in the playoffs. Ooh, Riley Herbst and John Hunter Nemechek making contact there as Cole Custer gets a double overtake on him. Hey, Susan, how's it going? Yeah, I think pretty much everybody's a Dale Jr. fan right now rooting for him. Would love to see him get this win. Even though I was never a big Dale Jr. fan, would love to see it for him to win in the post, in his post full-time driving career here. Come out the booth for one race, go ahead, get a victory. What better talking point to have during the Cup Series race tomorrow than to be coming off of a victory and a trophy the night before? Possibly they may not even be allowed to have him on there if he's still partying and or hungover. But, oh yeah, no, that was entirely John Hunter Nemechek. He just went and used up Herbst. Normally, I would normally expect that kind of move from Herbst, but no, I mean, come on, Nemechek, you got to race with more respect than that, because if you do make this championship four, which I expect he will, Riley Herbst may be a driver getting in your way trying to win that championship. And you don't want to be in that position. I mean, he literally knows it because he got eliminated from the Truck Series playoffs, or almost got eliminated from the Truck playoffs because of a driver that he angered. So it certainly he should know as good as anybody. You don't want to anger championship or non-championship rivals even, because they may get in your way later on down the road. So wow, here we go. We've now hit 40 likes on the stream. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in here tonight. We got a long way to go here, though. 100 laps to go. Just crossing the 100 mark here. And let's see. Cole Custer versus... Cole Custer going to the inside here. Gets the pass here on Trevor Bayne. Dale Jr. with a 2-second advantage here over Cole Custer. Let's see. Can Cole Custer, is he going to be able to run down Dale Jr. at all? Or is this just going to be a Dale Jr. runaway for a little while? We're going to have to wait and see. But there is no... there's no more guaranteed yellows if Dale Jr. is able to just continue gapping the field here. But yeah, this 2-second lead, it's going to be tough to run that one down. Certainly possible, but not the easiest thing in the world to do. Especially on a driver like Dale Jr. Cole Custer did gain a little bit of time there. But yeah, right now though, Dale Jr. just wants to be left alone. Let him do what he does best. And what he does best is drive. So here we go. Dale Jr. just piloting this number 88. He's maintaining that gap at about 2 seconds. If Dale Jr. can get this win, this race will be insane. Yeah. Hey Gary, how's it going? Yeah, Dale Jr. is leading by 2 seconds, and yes, it is insane. He gapped Custer a little bit that last lap in terms of speed. But the biggest thing though is can Dale Earnhardt Jr. continue to make time as he drives through lap traffic, because lap traffic will ultimately hold him up. And yeah, there we go. Custer just ate in 0.3 of a second that lap as Dale Jr. caught the lap traffic here. Starting to have to make his way past guys like Timmy Hill here in the number 66 car. Having to run a little bit offline as well for Dale Jr. Oh, wait, sorry, that wasn't Timmy Hill. That was Blaine Perkins in the 02. My bad. And I thought it looked like Timmy Hill's race car. But yeah, Dale Jr. working his way through traffic. You got Justin Allgaier running in third, driving the Junior Motorsports number 7. My pre-race pick, John Hunter Nemechek, running 4th place right now. Not exactly the best spot here. All right, Sammy Smith running good. Trevor Bayne in position as well. In fact, actually, all my picks right now are looking like it's going to be a hit here in my pre-race picks. But Hemrick right now holding on to that final playoff spot as they go to commercial break here. While they are commercial break, I'm going to go ahead and... okay, we're going side-by-side commercials, so I can keep an eye on it. But I'm going to start putting up the race finish, the poll for the race finish here. All right, there we go. Who wins the Food City 300 at Bristol? Dale Earnhardt Jr. Actually, you know what? Let's give Dale Jr. his nickname here. And I know my buddy Eli will be proud of me for putting this nickname in here. And oh, we got a caution flag on the track. Oh no, come on, Austin Hill's around. No. What happened here? Oh no, not teammate on teammate contact. Oh no, he just got up the track. No, yep, it was teammate on teammate contact. Sheldon Creed tags the back of Austin Hill's car and sends him into the inside wall. Hopefully not a ton of damage, but... All right, here we go. Wow, we've got 111 people in the stream. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. Of course, we got a long way to go here. Just working on the poll for the end of the race here. All right, there we go. Who wins the Food City 300 here at Bristol Motor Speedway? And once again, I'm going to go ahead and put up the same poll over on Twitter. So now, if he's done for the day, or if he's out of contention for the top 10, that's going to bite. Because I was hoping that he would be able to go ahead and get that one. But yeah, the 2 ends up spinning out the 21. 21's got speed, but if he can't lead this one, it'll be tough. Or if he can't have the speed to overcome the laps down, that'll be tough. Hart Jr. All right, let's see. Cole Custer. All right, here we go. Justin Allgaier. And let's make this a 1-hour poll. And there we go. That poll is up on Twitter now. If you guys want to go ahead and vote over there, the link to my Twitter is in my description. If not, we can hang out in here and just chat. So here we go. Redneck Jesus, Cold Custard, Justin Allgaier, or other are the 3 options on the poll, or the 4 options on the poll. All right, let's see who we think's gonna get this one. All right, here we go. Pit stop's going here. Trevor Bayne hits his pit stall first. Here we go. Let's see. Trevor Bayne looking for a quick pit here. A bright green fire suit he's being pictured in doesn't fit with the dark car he's driving. All right, Dale Jr. and Sammy Smith have both found their pit stalls. 15-5 for 15-5 for Trevor. 14 flat for Dale Earnhardt Jr. And now we're on to pit road section 2 here. The back straightaway section. We got John Hunter Nemechek, Cole Custer, Justin Allgaier, are the three, and we don't have the pit stop times. Yay. Gotta love it. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Continuing to climb up the subscriber board. Let's see. How high of a record can we... How many subscribers can we be at by the end of tonight? That would be incredible if we could if we could get a massive amount of subscribers. Honestly, I think we've already hit the most subscribers I've gained in a single day, on this platform here tonight. But yeah, thank you for everybody that's tuned in here. We are still over 100 people here. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. All right, so we got ourselves 10 votes already on the stream. Hopefully we can keep this one going. But yeah, this race for the checkered flag is going to be a fun one as we get ready. We got a little over 50 laps to go here. So about 78 to go. 78 laps left. But yeah, so there's the poll for who we think is going to win this one. Of course, if you guys do select other, I'd love to hear who you guys think is going to win this race at this point. Because I think between those three at the front, I think Custer, Allgaier, and Dale Jr., I don't really see how anybody's voting other, but hey, maybe there's a driver I completely forgot about running, say, third or fourth. Like, maybe Daniel Hemrick comes out of nowhere to steal the win. Maybe Jeffrey Earnhardt versus Dale Jr. ends up being the battle for the win. That would be an amazing storyline coming down the stretch. Dale Jr. versus Jeffrey Earnhardt for the win. The two Earnhardts battling out at Bristol. That would be a storyline here. So Dale Jr., he fully retired from the Cup Series back in 2017, but pretty much every year since then he's been doing one race a year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series as a way to help drum up sponsorship for his other drivers. So, for example, Hellman's, who's on his car tonight, when they signed that deal, they also agree. They were also part of the deal is that if they get the right to sponsor Dale Jr. in his one start, they have to sponsor Justin Allgaier for X amount of races on the number 7 car, for example. But here we go. Green flag's out. We're back to racing. So that's part of why Junior started coming back. It was to help drum up sponsorship for the team because some of the drivers that he wanted didn't necessarily have the sponsorship behind them at the time. Like Josh Berry didn't have the sponsorship to go full-time, so he needed some help from Dale Jr. And also, I think Dale Jr. just has fun racing, but he just doesn't want to do it full-time, obviously, so. But cherry-picking 1-2 races a year, gives him an opportunity to really be truly competitive in this race, so. Here we go. Justin Allgaier back to the race lead here. Hemrick and Sieg second and third here. Yeah, he's been doing it pretty consistently, and honestly, the Hellman's cars always look amazing. The yellow and blue kind of reminds me of his dad's old Wrangler car as well. If you guys remember Dale Sr. in that car, I don't actually remember it because Dale Sr. died before I was born. And Austin Hill out of the race. That is a disappointing end to Austin Hill's day. Dang. Oh, and there we go. Jeffrey Earnhardt. He might have a tire down. Jeffrey Earnhardt may have a tire going down here. He's trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack, and he is coming to pit road. Jeffrey Earnhardt hits pit road. So I guess the dream of the Earnhardt versus Earnhardt battle for the lead is not going to happen here tonight, I guess. But, man, it would have been a fun storyline if we got that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wow, we are... we're pretty close on that... on the chart for the most views in a live stream. In fact, we are up to third place, only behind stream from Charlotte, and then the record-setting stream we had in at Darling, or when we were streaming the Darlington Cup race. So here we go. If we can hit that number, that would be insane. But honestly, the average amount of people watching has been insane here. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in throughout this race. Of course, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow for the Cup race, and we still got 67 laps here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series as well. So, long way to go. A lot of racing to go. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So, here we go. Let's see. Trying to see what else I can do here. But, yeah, right now, Sammy Smith and Trevor Bayne have both slid back a little too far as well for my picks. So here we go. We currently are sitting at 108. And say if all of the 108 people in the stream end up sharing it with even just one person, we could hit 200 active stream participants. That would be great. Love to see that. But obviously that'd be a long way to. We got a long way to go. But hey, you know what? Progress is progress, and these streams are getting fun. So, man. And I say Dale Jr. up to third. Dale Jr. just made a pass for third here on John Hunter or on Ryan C. I mean, sorry. Yeah, he passed Ryan C. Nemechek was just right behind him. I think Nemechek's getting ready to make that same pass on Ryan C. here. So, and I say here comes Dale Jr. He has caught the lead too. He's looking the inside for second. Dale Jr. looking for the inside for second. Not able to get there off the corner here. Daniel Hemrick holding on to that top line here. Trying to make something work. Let's see. Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to the bottom of the racetrack continuing. But he's just not finding the speed down there that he needs to try and make it alongside the 10. So right now, Earnhardt just trying to make something happen here. He's continuing to dive. And I'd say he is driving very respectfully, honestly. I mean, he could probably have put a corner panel on Hemrick without too much consequence there. Try and get a little bit more aggressive with these side drafts here. But the lap car there that they went and passed, I think that might have been Parker Kligerman there. May have been the lap car. But, yeah, that ultimately allowed Dale Jr. Now he's alongside, and he can really start to do some real side drafting here. And here we go. Around the bottom, Dale Earnhardt Jr. side by side with Hemrick. Hemrick with a massive run off the corner here. So, man, Daniel Hemrick is fighting very hard with Dale Earnhardt Jr. here for second place in the race. So we got 55 laps to go here at Bristol for the race. Let's see. What do we got for the poll? It is currently very much a Dale Earnhardt Jr. poll, though. That's for sure. 110 people in the stream. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. 2,051 people have tuned in for this stream over the course of the night. So we've had a great day, and here we go. Let's see. All right. Oh, and Daniel Hemrick gets a big run. He might have a shot at the lead here. Daniel Hemrick may have a shot at the race lead. Let's see. What can I say? Daniel Hemrick trying to look for maybe going to the outside here for the pass for the lead. Gets to the back bumper of the 7 here. Let's see. What's it going to be? I don't know. That top line just seems a little bit weak compared to the strength of the Junior Motorsports car. All three to the top in yellow, yellow, yellow. Number 91, who is that? Is that Josh Balicki? Brings out the caution flag here at Bristol, and we will have a restart. Allgaier, Junior, Hemrick. This is going to be a fun duel. These three drivers dueling it out for the race win. Let's see. Obviously, you can't write out John Hunter Nemechek yet, but could certainly be a problem here. A bit of contact there with Rajah Caruth as well, leading to that one. That's a little unfortunate there, but you never know. it could be. And hey, we have now got 120 people here in the stream. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. Let's go. This is definitely... is there a way for me to sort by, like, peak concurrent? Because that would be an amazing stat to have for YouTube Live. If not, YouTube should definitely add that. A way to see, like, what the peak concurrent. Because right now we have 120 people tuned in here for us just talking about and commentating the FoodCity 300 here from the Bristol Motor Speedway. But yeah, would love to see. And I say, if you guys all come back tomorrow, that'd be a great. I mean, I can't imagine what we can have tomorrow, but man. And I say Dolphins versus Patriots. That's gonna be a fun Sunday night football game again. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any kind of coverage of that. I will be doing the Jets Cowboys game with my dad on Sunday afternoon, as there isn't any NASCAR stuff on track. Because NASCAR wraps up on Saturday, so figure it's a fun other sports content to bring to the channel. Of course, you guys can let me know if you guys like or dislike the NFL stuff. I enjoy watching the NFL, and I've been having a ton of fun kind of being able to talk about it and commentate a couple of games. Did Colts Bears in the preseason, did the Jets Bills on Monday Night Football last week. So we've had some pretty good games. Obviously, I did the Super Bowl last year as well. This is the first NFL game I ever did the stream for. So yeah, we've been trying to experiment with a little bit of different content. That way, we're more than just racing here, but it is still definitely primarily racing content. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Wait a minute, that name looks familiar. Brandon, you didn't happen to go to Roanoke College, did you? And say that last name looks very familiar to a guy I knew in college. For the short time I was there. Because, yeah, college didn't necessarily work out that well for me, but yeah, that name definitely looks familiar. But here we go. Oh, Justin Allgaier coming to pit road? Justin Allgaier coming to pit road, gonna try and, he thinks tires are gonna be enough of an advantage here. Okay, no, okay. The name just looked familiar to a guy I went to college with, so. Alright. Well, hey, thanks for being in here. Love having a lot of people in the stream. So, yeah, Jeb Burton on pit road, trying to just keep this car on the track. And I say, if he can just keep racking up some points, he might have a decent shot at advancing, especially if he can have a good day at Texas and the Charlotte Road Course. Oh, okay. Live in Kentucky and didn't go to college. Okay, well, I don't know if I've ever set foot in the state of Kentucky, now that I think about it. So, I guess our paths really, it's unlikely that they would have crossed, but maybe they'll cross at a racetrack sometime. And I say, if they bring back Kentucky Speedway, I'll definitely try and make it a point to get out there. Would love to see the Kentucky track come back. I'll say, Charlotte, hoping to be at that track a lot coming up, because considering that's where I'm moving to, is North Carolina. But yeah, a lot of racing still to go, despite the lap count starting to dwindle down. About 45 to go here. All right, here we go. Let's see. 2,315 subscribers now. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in, and of course, thank you to everybody that's hit the subscribe button. Looking forward to having a lot more streams like this one, hopefully. 130 people in the stream too. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuned in. Yeah, went to Sparta twice. Yeah, missed that race. Yeah, I mean, at least the last two races there sent off the track with a massive bang. I mean, in 2019, you had the Busch brothers battling head-to-head, Kyle versus Kurt. Kurt ultimately coming out on top there. And then the 2020 edition of the Kentucky race had that massive 4-wide pass for the win by Cole Custer on the final lap, leading to Cole Custer's one and only Cup win so far on his career. So, at the very least, that track got a good send-off, but I hope that's not the end of racing in Kentucky. Especially with how this new car races so well at the mile and a half. I would love to see a couple of the mile and a half come back. Heard a little bit of chatter about possibly Chicagoland Speedway potentially being in the somewhat near future. Not sure how accurate the rumors are, but I've heard a little bit of chatter that it could be in consideration if the city of Chicago doesn't want NASCAR back, because supposedly, and it's not really a big surprise that the city of Chicago might not want NASCAR there. But yeah, again, it's all rumors right now. As what's not a rumor is that the green flag just came back out. Green, green, green. Nemechek versus Hemrick here on the front row. And we already got a yellow. Oh, quick pile up here. Probably, or a quick something happened. I would just assume it's a pile up if we got a caution this quick. Oh, or maybe my leaderboard just hadn't updated. Never mind. Leaderboard just hadn't updated yet. We're green. What race is Burton watching up in the booth? It's obviously not the one in front of him. Yeah, as I say, the on-track commentators, especially the NBC booth, accuracy is not their game. Energy, though, especially when they have Junior up in the booth, energy really is the name of the game for the NBC booth. For the Fox side of the booth, it is very much cold hard facts and stats, but it lacks a bit of energy sometimes with that booth. And especially, I think that's something you could maybe find in someone like what they've previously had in Darrell Waltrip or some of the other drivers that they've had in their booth previously, and what they kind of hoped they were going to get from Clint Boyer. But so far, he hasn't provided that same energy level that we were looking for. So here we go. Nemechek, Dale Jr., and Daniel Hemrick. Where's Allgaier at? Allgaier is in 9th place right now on his 4 fresh tires. Going to try and get through the field as quick as possible here. Let's see. Dale Earnhardt Jr. He is closing in on that front group here. Just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen between the front two. I think Dale Jr. is making a smart choice here to wait and see what happens, especially considering what we've seen from that 20 car so far today. He's been using up Riley Herbst earlier, so if you can catch him when he uses up Hemrick, potentially going for a double overtake. Dale Jr. to the bottom of 3 wide there for a moment, but Dale Jr. was looking to the bottom of 3 wide there on John Hunter Nemechek and the 10 of Hemrick. And now Cole Custer has joined the fray. So now you've got a 4-way fight for the win here with 38 to go. So 38 laps to go here. The channel is on, the race is on USA Network tonight. I don't know what channel number that would be for your local programming, but I'm watching on Sling with a Sling Blue subscription because I don't have my family doesn't have cable anymore. So, but with that I get FS1 and USA Network. The biggest thing I don't know how I'm gonna find is Network Fox. But here we go. Cole Custer to the bottom of the racetrack. Cole Custer looking to the inside. Not able to make it work, though. Unfortunately, he got so close to passing the leader on the bottom of the racetrack, and now he's fighting for second here with Nemechek after falling further back. But, yeah, tomorrow night's race is also on USA Network. And a quick update for anyone who doesn't already know this. The NASCAR Cup Series race tomorrow, due to weather coming in later in the day, you have the race start time was moved up by 1 hour, so it will be a 6:30 start time for the broadcast tomorrow over on USA Network, and our stream will also start at 6:30 as normal. So will hopefully be a pretty good stream. But yeah, that's a big update for tomorrow's race. That came out earlier this afternoon. Just hadn't mentioned it in a while. Oh, Dale Jr. Jr. coming to pit road under green. That is going to kill Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s day. And I say he's got smoke coming from somewhere. Junior's on fire. And I say he's waving for safety officials. He's getting out that car. And I say if it's a mechanical issue, I believe he can still get back in the car. But man, this is a big hit for one of the biggest draws to this race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. out of a car that has smoke. We don't know where the fire is, though. But, man, what a way for Dale Jr.'s race to end potentially here, or at least his shot at the win. But, hey, at the very least, he was able to catch that very quickly before it became an issue and led to an on-track incident. But, yeah, just hurt the hearts of pretty much everybody in attendance here. All 30,000, 40,000 people in attendance here just had their hearts broken to see Dale Earnhardt Jr. no longer in this fight. And probably millions on TV as well getting hurt by that one. But, man. So, Daniel Hemrick, though, honestly, he is driving amazingly well here. And here comes Justin Allgaier looking to the inside. He's going to try and make a move here on him. Gets up to the corner there, trying to side draft. And then goes to the bottom. And I say, he's going to try and side draft again. Not going to get a ton there. And Blaine Perkins filling up the inside line. Going to hurt Allgaier's ability. Allgaier having to move up around the 0-2 there. And now it's a 1v1 here. It's the 10 car of, it's the 10 of, it's the 10 of Hemrick versus the 7 of Allgaier here. And they're coming up on, I believe that's Parker Kligerman fighting here to try and stay on lead. Let's say, Parker Kligerman knows that if that 10 car wins tonight, his path to the playoff, to the next round gets a lot tougher. I think it's an assumption that Justin Allgaier was already going to be there and wouldn't be the one holding the 48 out of the playoffs. But the 10 car, if he wins, makes this road to the playoffs a ton harder for the 48. And man, this is a really good dogfight here between these two. They're just continuing to go inside, outside, inside, outside. Slide job up the inside, side draft them, and then that run off the top still being enough, though, for Hemrick so far. Hemrick ultimately wins the battle for now as we get ready for round number 3. As they get ready to wind back up and go back at it. Alright, so, wow. I mean, what on earth is going on here at this point? I mean, you got Justin Allgaier looking at the bottom of the racetrack once again as they come up on more lap traffic. Not sure who the 38 here, I believe that's 38. I don't know who they're going to try and block here. Oh, that's the 08. Sorry, that's the 08 SS Greenlight Racing machine there. But ultimately, they both go to the top of the racetrack to get by him, and then the battle continues on the fight for the lead here. It's a really good battle, honestly, on track. Here we go, 16 laps to go here. 16 more laps around the Bristol Motor Speedway here. Can Daniel Hemrick hold on to win this race? Or can Justin Allgaier, with his fresher tires, potentially find a way around him? This is an insane fight here for the lead. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, here we go. Yeah, and say that inside line is just nowhere near as good. You got to run a lane or two higher here if you really want to have a shot. Although Allgaier getting a really good shot here, if he can go in Oh, there we go. Lap cars up top. That's going to allow Justin Allgaier to take the lead. Justin Allgaier just took the race lead on the bottom thanks to some lap traffic up high. Lap traffic up high, and that's going to allow Justin Allgaier to take command of this race. Daniel Hemrick, he has been so committed to that top line. I don't know if he has the speed on the bottom to even make any sort of challenge to Allgaier here once they get through the lap traffic. And there we go. There's 2 lap cars now, but they're both running the top, so there's some room here. Something on Dale Jr.'s car was smoking. We assume something caught fire, we assume, inside the race car. Dale Jr. was waiting for safety officials, but he got it to pit road before anything actually happened on track, so it's possible that it was a false alarm, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, that's what ended up happening to Dale Jr., sadly. Yeah, hurt the hearts of everybody in attendance, but here we go. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s driver, Justin Allgaier, has now got the lead, and he is starting to pull away with the fresher tires. 3/4 of a second now between him and Hemrick for the race lead. And he is just continuing to put him down here and keep moving. And we got a 3-way fight here for 3rd place. Nemechek, Custer, Chandler Smith. And here we go. They're in lap traffic too. There's the number 38, Joe Graf Jr. I believe that's the 08. Could be the 08, but I think it's the 38 there. But yeah, that was really unfortunate. But yeah, that, and then I also forgot to mention earlier, or I mentioned it earlier, but I don't know if you were listening. But yeah, the Cup race tomorrow will be at 6:30, not the originally advertised 7:30. Moved up due to incoming weather from this storm that's moving up the East Coast. I know there's a big storm that's supposed to be hitting us. I don't know if it veers inland. It sounds like it could very well be a serious hurricane. And if it stays out on the coast, we're only going to get about Cat 1 to tropical storm type winds that is supposed to be hitting in the next 48 hours or so. So, yep. But here we go. It's, I say, 4 laps to go here. Chandler Smith trying to fight with Cole Custer here for 4th place. Justin Allgaier looking like he may have a shot at this one. You just want to see that white flag at this point. You want to see the white flag, 1 lap to go. Make sure that you have no trouble. So right now, 2 laps to go. Could still see a yellow flag fly here. Let's see. Going through 3 and 4. Coming to see the white. He's looking for it. He just wants nothing to happen for the next 100 feet. White flag is out. Race will end. This is the last lap here. Justin Allgaier versus the field here. And Justin Allgaier going into 3 and 4 for the final time. Justin Allgaier on the outside of Rajah Caruth, just working his way around lap traffic. Justin Allgaier wins at Bristol. Daniel Hemrick comes up 2nd. A very good run, though, for Daniel Hemrick. Gets a lot of points there for his playoff push. Then you had the 20 of Nemechek, the 00 of Cole Custer, and Chandler Smith in the 16, rounding out your top 5. Ryan Sieg, Trevor Bayne, Riley Herbst, and Sammy Smith, and Kaz Gralla rounding out your top 10. So, man, that is impressive, though, to see Justin Allgaier. He took the gamble. He took the fresher tires when he had the chance. Lost some track position. Knew he would be good enough to drive his way through the field. And there we go. Trevor Bayne pulling over to go wave to Justin Allgaier here. Not sure. Is Allgaier climbing out the car? Or is he waiting for people to pass so we can go and burn it down? Not sure what the answer is on that one. We're going to have to wait and see what he's waiting for here. But, yeah, the race is now over. I'm going to just really quickly run down through the entire field as we do. So, Justin Allgaier first, Hemrick second, 3rd, Nemechek, 4th was Cole Custer, 5th, Chandler Smith. We already went through the top 10, so not much to really talk about here. Sieg coming home 6th for the family team. Very good day for him. As there we go, Justin Allgaier now doing the burnout here. Yeah, Trevor Bayne comes home 7th in a part-time effort for the Joe Gibbs Racing number 19 car. Riley Herbst comes home 8th. 9th for Sammy Smith. And running out your top 10 was Kaz Gralla. Sheldon Creed ends up finishing a very respectable 11th after getting into his teammate and ending his teammate's day. Derek Kraus comes home 12th in the 11 car. Jeb Burton comes home 13th, and Connor Mosack, the last car on lead lap, in 14th. 15th was 15th, Parker Retzloff. 16th was Brett Moffitt. 17th, Rajah Caruth. 18th, Ryan Ellis. Finishing 19th was Stephen Parsons. And rounding out your top 20 was Josh Williams, parking it in the 20th position. Then you've got Kyle Sieg, Brennan Poole, Kyle Weatherman, Jeremy Clements, and Anthony Alfredo rounding out your top 25. Then you've got Joe Graff Jr., Josh Balicki, Blaine Perkins, Chad Fincham rounding out the top 29. Dale Earnhardt Jr., 29 laps down in 30th place here, driving that number 88 car. He finishes 30th here on the day after a very impressive 47 lap sled for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Parker Clearman comes home 54th after his early issue. Jeffrey Earnhardt with an issue late in the race comes home 71 laps down in 32nd. 33rd for Austin Hill. Ironically, that's the number he's been running in Cup when he made a few part-time Cup starts. Then you got Brandon Jones coming home 34th after his crash. Sam Mayer comes home 35th, involved in that same wreck. Also, Josh Berry, 36th, involved in that same crash. And then BJ McLeod and Timmy Hill rounding out the field in 37th and 38th place, respectively. So, there we go. So that is your... So that is the entire rundown through the entire field. Thank you guys for everybody that tuned in for this live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos, live streams, or any other content I decide to put out here. But until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow for the live stream of the NASCAR Cup Series race at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Central. Other time zones, you can do your own conversions, unfortunately, but... yeah, the race has been moved up officially 1 hour to 6:30. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video, live stream, whatever you guys had to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye.